Nice, Tasty Teddy. Welcome, friends, to another Grand Arena stream. You had that on the dot, Tasty Teddy. Okay. So it looks like they beat us to the punch. They attacked first to assert dominance. I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots. So let's take a look at their roster real quick. So they do out GL us by 2 GLs. It looks like most likely I didn't even look at their defense. You probably guys saw more than I did because I'm not paying attention. Which ones do they have on defense? Let's see. No GLs there, and a Sith Eternal and a Lord Vader there. Interesting. I would have definitely expected to see more of his other GLs. I mean, this guy has 5 GLs and 3 of them are defensive powerhouses. Okay, quote unquote defensive powerhouses. Like JMK is obviously a defensive powerhouse, but then Lord Vader is so. And then you know obviously got Rey. But yeah. So interesting that Sith Eternal and Lord Vader are the 2 that he has on defense. I was not expecting that. Okay, and then like, let's check his overall modding strategy, see if he's doing good. He's got a cat. Cat needs to be like 350 area, 339. Okay, so he's got respectable mods, it looks like. Let's check his Darth Revan. That's also a character that people tend to keep fast. 326, yeah, okay. So he has some solid modding. Nothing crazy, but some solid modding. I can't believe I completely forgot to schedule this stream. I feel bad for that. But yeah, no. Let's see. Piet. Let's check his Piet real quick. I'm gonna make it bigger for my screen. So 321. So yeah. Lax Dad, good to see you. Welcome back. Let's see. What else do we got? We got a Maul. That could be scary. It's not too fast of a Maul. Okay. So it seems like he knows how to mod. He's not amazing at it, but he has some solid mods. And he out GLs me. You have a stream scheduled out for 3 days. Yeah, I accidentally hit schedule. I was like just looking at it, doing it. Here, I'm going to remove it just so it doesn't confuse people. Can I get rid of it? Yeah, delete. There we go. Yeah, because I was like looking at kind of what I was streaming for the next week. Alexa, show us how it's done. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this might be an easy dub because he didn't full clear. Let's take a look. So yeah, he doesn't have a TDC. Oh, that's painful. Okay, first order. He hasn't finished his echelon, so this might be what he failed on with his on the Executor, what he used. Let's check Galactic Republic. Do it live. Let's see. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Lion's dead. It's good to see you, dude. Always lovely to see you. Okay, so he has like some solid fleets, but he like did our Executor and then he immediately just gave up. And so I don't know if that means he can do the Executor or if he's just like, oh well, there's the Grand Arena. I'll come back when he's attacked. So let's take a look at kind of what holds we got real quick. So we got 2 battles on our Han Solo with Dash Rendar. Okay. Oh, Lion's Den, how dare you. Sad. I usually get a hold on Iden, but I'm guessing he won't, but Iden. Let's take a look. Oh, that's what I like to see. 6 battles on Zori. That is what I like to see right there. That is gorgeous. Like, oh, I love that. Oh, that brings a tear to my eye. I love to see it. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we got some pretty garbage teams up here, to be honest. I say some pretty. These are some really garbage problems, or really garbage teams. First world problems of being old, wrinkled, and disheveled from life. Fair. Pretty good, Irishman. Good to see you. But yeah, it looks like this front wall is literal flaming trash, so it makes me wonder if he hid his JMK back here, because having just a Sith Eternal and a Lord Vader on defense is kind of a wimpy defense, and that's a really crap Sith Eternal. We might try something there. Maybe like a womp womp. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, so we got some solid stuff going for us. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy for this front wall. Just kind of like, saving what we can for as long as we can is kind of the name of the game. Okay, I don't actually remember what this Leia... Dude, I could use Wampa in so many different places, dude. Like, this defense looks very Wampa-able. I really want to do the Wampa on the Sith Eternal, though, because I've never pulled it off before. Okay, I checked her speeds, but I didn't check the Omicron. It's not a leader, it's a... Yeah. Whenever Leia attacks, she has a 55% chance to grant all allies retribution, grant all allies tenacity up, and all allies recover 5% health protection. Yeah, that seems like a waste of an Omicron. Okay. So we need garbage teams to take down garbage up here. So we got some solid teams that we can use. Like, we got a lot of really good teams. It makes me not want to use them for this garbage. Like, this front wall is just flaming trash. Always trigger the right setup, but this there isn't. Yeah, I mean, you read her leadership ability, and it's like 1/10 of a leadership ability made in 2023. Like, there's not much there. Hey, Tara, welcome. The only thing that's scary is the fact that there's actually a Chewie here, so this is probably the scariest of them, in my opinion, because of the Chewie. The rest of these seem kind of, I could throw whatever I wanted at them. I am a little worried about this one just because I'm not entirely, like, positive what to do. Hey, Zombo. I just don't fight Inquisitors very often. It's just not common. So, we'll kind of dink around, see what we can pull off. Like, we got some First Order lying around that we can use for up here. With Omi, I'd be more serious, but not impossible. Yeah, I agree with you there. I feel like they missed out on quite a bit with what they were doing there. Like, I don't know. I don't know how much Chewbacca does for this team is the problem. So I don't want to, like, sleep on it. Okay, let's check our teams. Okay, so we have... Oh, I really want to use a Kylo Ren solo on one of these teams, but they're all just barely over the level of, like, where I'd be comfortable with a Kylo Ren solo. Can't crit on him. I mean, that doesn't stop, like, anything still. Okay, so this one... I don't know. Leave out Executioner, bring in Kylo Ren. On that, I'll leave... Oh, gosh. I always forget that there's an airport next to my house. That was loud. Okay. I finally close to my first GL, waiting on Kairos. Naturally, of course, Zombo. Yeah, it's always the one that you were waiting on is Kairos. Which GL's your first GL? First GL is huge for an account. Like it changes everything for you. I don't really want to waste a good Datacron for this, but like Kylo Ren. Ooh, Tara, thank you for thank you. Yeah, thank you for becoming a damn member. You're damn cool. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. You're my second member. I'll in the Discord I'll make sure I give you the give you the stuff and we'll get everything set up for you. Um SLKR Lightspeed bundles gave me the kick I needed. Okay, so you're going for SLKR. Dude, honestly, SLKR, he might be out of the way nowadays because of the fact that, you know, the meta's shifted a bit with how the raids work. But, like, honestly, he's one of the best first GLs. He can be used in so many different ways. Tara, enjoy your little beaver dam next to your name from now on. You'll also see we got a couple emojis for you to use. I got an artist friend who's whipping up some stuff for me for different things, and so that's a couple of the things that he whipped up. But yeah, let's just get this one done. So I'm assuming it's him, right? Lose a debuff. Yeah, so they deal damage equal to 10% of the target's max health, which is reduced to nothing on Kylo Ren. Yep, there's that Zori emoji. Hairy beavers, hairless beavers. And so Kylo Ren should kind of carry this is the hope. So we're gonna try this and see if we can't do something without, you know, losing stuff out. I mean, alternatively, we could use her on something a little bit. Do something like that, and that leaves us a Phasma team. But then we don't really have a person to go with SLKR. So that's SLKR right there. So either way, we kind of... Oh, hairy beavers or hairless beavers? Nothing yet for that, Lion's Den. But we got some, we got the Zori symbol. We got, silly, meme that of, Gar Suxon and Imperial Super Commando. OG Kylo is because he won't be affected by the damage that they deal from him. Bodhi Rocket Relic 5. And then we also have a couple other ones like, you know, a little PP for a little passion project. As well as attack first and assert dominance. Yeah, there you go. Tara just demonstrated the ones we got so far. And then we'll be getting some more as we make more jokes and, you know, get some more ideas for it. I can add in more the more members I get, basically. So do we think this duo can take out this trio? Because if this duo can, that leaves us an extra team. It would be a really easy run. Get Chupio to Relics. Can't wait to try out the team in Conquest now. Dude, CLS is just so great. Make sure you have that, CLS being the weakest. 100% worth doing. Okay, I think we're gonna try this. I think we can handle this, no problem. I don't think there's any other team that I'd rather use that's easy. Because, like, the Resistance heroes are scary, but the Finn lead isn't. And so I can't think of any other, like, really crap team. Okay, hold on. If this is the scariest, what we could do... So we're not sleeping on it. Do something like this. And do our Keller and Beck team. And so that'll make it so we're not like sleeping on the team. That should win. I just need Chewie second and learn control. I'm still trying to figure out the way to make CLS the weakest. Protection mods, 100%. Unless you're planning on 6-dotting mods a lot. throw protection mods on your Chupio. Hey, Tasty Teddy, welcome back. Here, we'll take a look right now. Just because we got a second. Yeah, and so, like, you look at mine, protection, 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 and so that's how I got it. That sounds squishy like that squad. Ugh. You know, this team looks solid as my last poop. I will let you guys interpret what that means. No problem, Frank. Welcome to the stream. We're going to try this and call it good, hopefully. I don't see a problem with this team. It could go badly, but I'm assuming it won't. Especially if we go first a couple times. Okay, we want to make sure Resistance Hero Finn gets out. Okay, yeah, we got no problems. That's a little unfortunate, but I think we'll still make it through. That stun was a little perfect. Ooh, this actually, hold up. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. Yeah, using him at low gear usually works pretty well, but that stun was super unfortunate. I need to switch my way of looking at this window because I'm using full screen, and so I'm not able to easily hit airplane mode, and so that was really unfortunate. But now I've got it in the right mode, so now I can hit airplane mode. Yeah, Lion's Den, you told me so. I didn't take into account that they'd stun him. I figured they'd go, if they were going to stun, they'd go for the weakest member, meaning Keller and Beck. But it's fine. I'm not overly worried with this team. It just means we gotta play a little tight for the rest of the match. As long as he doesn't full clear, we're definitely gonna win, but, you know. Okay. It's really tempting just to throw something absolute garbage at this. So, if this same team was my only drop battle. Okay, we'll throw in something good, then. Okay. Okay, that gets rid of their... Yep, and that's it. Probably should have taken this team in first. Honestly, it would have been a very easy win. But it was worth a try. See if we could, you know, get something easy out of it. Yeah, because like this one we could have easily Anakin'd, you know, Qui-Gon Jinn it. So this is one that's like easy but also annoying. I don't want to, like, you know, don't want to screw myself on it. Solo Ray. That's rough. We could obviously easy do this one. Good team for all my gag fights if I want to win. Yeah, that's fair. So we have quite a bit lying around. Like, I want to believe that Kylo Ren Solo can do this. Like, this definitely seems like the Kylo Ren Solo kind of thing that can be happening right now. Geo's full Vader Karth. Wampa, Kylo. Bosk, Rolo. Jeez. Hey, at least you have it planned out. Yeah, I really want to, like... I really want to just take some time and just wreck these things, but, like... I also don't want to... Oh, you're fine. CLS Phasma. CLS Phasma is a really easy lineup going against that. So this one I have seen done with this before. So I think we're going to try that. And just to make sure we win, we will take our Datacron in. stunned? No? Okay. Dang, that stun's unfortunate. And that daze, jeez. Would you stop that? We just cannot win with that frickin'... I missed the days. My bad. Yeah, we're just not having it. I'm underestimating these teams hard. And it's my bad. It's funny how much, you know, underestimating teams can actually wreck your Grand Arena. Let's open it back up. Actually doing something without... Yeah, I know. Shocking. Yeah. I have airplane mode now easy to turn on. So... we shouldn't have any problems like last time. Last time I had full screen on, so I was like, hurry, kind of airplane mode, and then I just wouldn't hit airplane mode fast enough. And so I'm using windowed now, and so it's much easier to hit airplane mode. If it wasn't for a drop battle. Yeah, fair. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, last week we were stomping, and then this week I have poor judgment, apparently. Either that or just all really poor RNG. And either way, it's been unfortunate. Okay, last time we're going to underestimate a team right here. We're going to underestimate this team really quick. Just for fun. Ugh. Oh, dude. No. Okay, yeah. I for a second I was like, Ultimate Journey. Okay, yeah. Push the turn meter. Keep that up. I don't think either of them can be stunned, so we're just gonna keep doing basic. Sweet. Let's finish him off. Yeah, the ultimate journey. I know this time I have the ultimate for Ray, so I'll be able to do the Ray one, the Sith Eternal one, and the SLKR one. Last time my Ray didn't have ultimate, and it was rough, like really rough. Okay, so there's that one. That was a much easier one. And then the rest are going to be things we actually have to throw things at now, which is unfortunate. Like, I would have loved to use Keller and Beck here. Yeah, last time I tried, I couldn't do it without ultimate. You might be able to figure out a way to do it, but I wasn't able to. I think mine was also Relic 5. No, I think... Yeah, no, mine was Relic 7. Yeah, it was Relic 7 without ultimate, and I just couldn't do it. Okay. Yeah, Wampa murders Momo, easy. Like, 100%. But we also have a Sith Eternal on North that we might be able to Wampa, which I think would be really funny. So, like, I don't know. Let's take a look. Does he have JML? I can't remember. Yeah, he does have JML, so he might have a JML sitting in the back. And if he has a JML sitting in the back, then it's going to be a problem. The C comp is garbage. It's Darth Vader with yeah, it's Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. It's flaming garbage. And then we also have this that we could Wampa. And so we have quite a bit here that we can Wampa. And so it's not really finding a spot for Wampa. It's finding spots that we can, like, do other things besides Wampa, because we don't want to use them quite yet. Okay, so let's see what we got for this team. I would like to use Savage for something. Yeah, it's always rough having people with more GLs, especially because you never know what's in the back. They could be screwing with you and just throwing something back there just to screw you. And so you kind of have to be careful in the first wall, and so sometimes that screws me over, like today. So I'm thinking this, it's, you know, wasteful a little bit, but it means we have a Savage solo lying around to take out something. I think that's always great. It is expensive, though. I'm not seeing a really great alternative that's not another team that's good being used. Yeah. Better gaming chair and you'll win 90% of the time. You're not wrong. I mean, most people, it's all about the gaming chair, you know? That's all it takes. Good gaming chair. Yeah, so we'll do this. This is an easy dub. So it might screw us if they have something sitting in the back, which I'm guessing they do, considering how bad this is in the front. But I'm assuming that we'll have an extra Sith Eternal. Because, you know, if we Wampa solo, we're fine. I should have buffed Dispelled. That was my bad. Some days on you. Jack cooldowns. That should be a insta-kill next. Insta-kill. Yeah, let's just keep going on that. Pull. Cooldown's creased again. Okay, now we're all in on you. Ability block? Sick. Ability block will help. Okay. Totally is nice if you have a porcelain. Yeah, that's typically what I used to do my GAC on, but, you know, now that you guys watch, I feel like I have to have some decency. Some, you know, not a lot, just some. And just call it good. Hey, Emi Peltola. Emi, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We could definitely do this and just call it a day. This is going to just win so easy. What if gas is in the back? We do have a Star Killer left over. But that is true. What if there is a gas in the back? It could screw us. Does he have gas? I actually didn't check. Irishman, thanks for becoming a member. You become a damn member. You're damn awesome, bro. Make sure you hit me up. If you want it to be this stream, you can. But make sure you hit me up for when you want your live roster review. Yeah, he has Lord Vader, so yes, he has gas, and it's going to be a good gas, too. So that's a solid point. If he has gas, it's going to be troublesome. Let's take a look at what other things we could throw against this. This would be easy. So we could obviously Wampa or Savage it, but I'd like to keep... Yeah, Bounty Hunters could work here. Bounty Hunters could easily work here. It feels... So many things on my roster feel like they could beat it, but it feels so overpowered every time. Because this comp is just atrocious. It's not good. Sounds good, Irishman. Yeah, just let me know what stream, and then yeah, there's some like stuff in the member area of the Discord that will have some stuff that just tells you, you know, what to do with it. We usually typically do them first thing after Grand Arena. Let's get this Halloween music out of here. Gosh. Resistance Bros as well. I don't have Resistance Bros because I only have one of the Resistance Bros. But yeah, I'm overthinking this. We gotta start wasting teams, you know? Where's my grief? There's my grief. As much as I hate doing this. Dark side, light side. Let's almost get contract turn 1. Okay, we're, I think, 1 attack away from contract now. Two attacks. I think they dodged an attack. He can't come back. And then finish. Finish. All done. Bosky style. Okay. No GL in the back. No GL in the back. Okay. That opens things up a ton. Still gonna be a little rough, but dude, a no Omi Treya, I haven't seen that in forever. Honestly, this is scary to me. I hate doing Darth Revan in 3v3. It's just so unsure. Like in 5v5, you have so much turn meter to play with that you're fine. But in 3v3, this is a nightmare, especially with a fast Darth Revan like his is. What is it, 326? Yeah, 326 Darth Revan. Pain. 1 sec, I need a beverage. Ugh. Delicioso. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, new gun ray. So we got a lot here. Kind of what we need to make sure that we can get through now is get through the GLs. And if we get through the GLs, we'll have a lot of wiggle room. People play Darth Revan on defense. He's so flexible on offense. Yeah, he's kind of one of my go-to offensive teams, and because Imperial Troopers shuts him down, a lot of people still put him on defense, but it's like, yeah, you should really not. It's just, he's not amazing. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this, right? We're gonna take a look. Let's see. It's gonna be this. And then we're gonna have to run... Here, let's do the clench your butts battle first, you know? I'll throw out a poll real quick for you guys, just to see what you guys are thinking. So let's start a poll. Okay. So are we full sending Wampa, and we're just gonna send Wampa in by himself? Or are we gonna send in a crew to take out the other 2 guys, and then we'll come back with Wampa and just do a cleanup? Fen versus Lord Vader. I wish I had Fennec. But SLKR is super safe. Yeah, SLKR is going to have to be Lord Vader, though. This would be a Sith Eternal, would be the easy one to do here, is I could just throw Sith Eternal with Watt and just watch this team fall apart. Unfortunately, Lion said I don't have Fennec. She's on the list to farm up, but I got to finish JML first. And then, just depending on where we're looking, we'll either go to Jabba or Leia. But if it's Jabba, I mean, already almost have Fennec to 7-star, so. Okay, we'll end the pull there. Looks like a full send. Okay. We're gonna need that, unfortunately. Do we have any armor pen? We have a little bit of armor pen. I'll take some armor pen any day. That's not a ton, but I'll take some. Because this is our, let's see. Yeah, this one is our gas, this one is our SLKR, and that one is our rebels. So we'll take a little bit of armor pen. Okay. Oh gosh. I've never done this before, so this could end very badly. Okay. Ramp. Dude, that deceived is killing me. The lack of counterattacks is just making it so I can't do anything. Oh, thank goodness. Freak, dude. Okay, now that Vader's gone, I'm feeling a lot less scared. Okay. We're back to some solid health. Keep ramping. Come on. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Dang it. Okay. 18 watching but only 5 likes? Oh, come on. This is a clean sweep, yeah. Unfortunately, not a clean sweep. We're gonna have to take Sith Eternal in against it. Yeah, so it was between the basic and the special, obviously. And the special gives you turn meter, and then the basic will give you health. And so I was kind of relying on getting the turn faster. But yeah, I probably could have basicked and done some healing. And yeah, that might have gotten me there. I agree, Tara. That was rip. I think I need to bring my Wampa up to Relic 7, just period, just because Wampa is so helpful in so many different ways. Okay, so let's get our GL battles out of the way, because that, you know, made it so we don't have a GL, basically. So, this obviously has to be Sith Eternaled. Where's our Honorary Sith? And, yeah. Yeah. So health DC really helps. Yeah. Modding Wampa is also a must. Yeah, I honestly modded Wampa originally, and I actually think I need to both remod him and I think 6.mod him. I can't check from here, but we'll check after this battle. This is an easy sweep. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the video, absolutely hit that like button. It really helps me out. 30%. A fast Sith Eternal. I don't see that very often. And voila. We are no longer linked. I know, this battle's riveting. With health primaries, speed and offense secondaries, yeah. I don't think I have, what is it? I don't think I have 6.mods, which is a big problem. Come on, get the link. There, we should get the link now. Nope, he got a turn. Douche. Link. Yeah, 3 palps all against each other. Heck yeah. And we'll just throw it on auto and call it good. I'm gonna get a drink while I sit here. Isn't it beautiful? 1 palp to rule them all. Yes. And in the darkness bind them. I am all the Sith. Poop time. Don't fall asleep on the toilet, Lion's Den. I still owe you some butt rubs. Okay. Unfortunately, this is actually going to be a little scary. Without armor or Watt. But we're going for it. Somehow, I return. Gosh, worst line of dialogue ever written. That was a very weak Maul. Siphon double. Poke. Yeah, but if Maul gets off another thing, I might be screwed here, so we gotta ramp up enough that we can kill Maul. We're good. Okay, let's go ultimate. This got opening call, which opens with the dead speed. Yeah, fair. Let's ramp up a ton. There we go. But Rey can stand on her own against Kylo Ren when Rey had no training. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tara, no, I was saving the ult just in case he got his ult quickly, which he didn't. And so I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to hit ult and keep going. But yeah, no, it's painful watching episode 9. And especially, like, pre-established canon. I get it if you're going to, you know, break the old canon, but if you've established in your own canon something like if you're near gravity wells, then you get pulled out of hyperspace. So if you're near a planet, you get pulled out of hyperspace, and they're like, hey, we're making interdictor cruisers in the Rebel series, and we're also going to make this a big thing in the Thrawn series. And then in Star Wars Episode 9, they're like, light speed skipping. And in Episode 7, they're like, oh, you can use your hyperdrive and land on the surface of, you know, the Star Killer base. And I'm like, guys, you're breaking your own canon here, and, like, just ruining it for everyone. And then, like, yeah, just, and Rey's entire story is just, like, don't get me wrong, I like a strong female lead in something. I love Leia as a character. But, like, when you don't give a character an arc in a story and they become a static character, no one cares. Everyone was scared of Darth Vader in Episode 4, but the reason we actually cared about him is because we actually saw him as a human being by Episode 6. Rey never had that. She never had any change, any flaws, anything. She just could do everything. And so, like, it was just, Anyways, sorry. That is my Star Wars rant for the day. She's OP from the start. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so obviously Grievous is the most scary right now. Besides Darth Revan, of course, but I have a plan for Darth Revan. Let's get one of these on so we can ramp. The Force awoke within her. I really hope you're joking, Frank. I don't mean to be mean to people, but like, I don't know. The sequels just were just a dumpster fire. And honestly, I think they would have been better if Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams, if one of them did it all the way through. Because honestly, episode 7 I did enjoy. I smiled like a doofus through the entirety of episode 7. I really did enjoy the movie. Yes, it had a lot of rehashing of old plots and stuff. But, like, you know, shows do that. I'm fine with it. But, like, episode 8 was just such a dumpster fire of, like, hey, we're just going to keep wrecking your expectations until you can't trust the movie anymore. And, like, yeah, I get what you're going through for, and I do love the idea of Rey from nowhere. I think that it is very important to have that idea of you don't have to be part of the specific life, or not life, the specific ancestry to be able to be good at using the Force. And so I did like where he was going with that. But, like, everything else was just so opposite of what they were leading up to and everything else. And so it just felt like the most jarring, disjointed thing. Don't get me wrong, episode 8 is filmed beautifully. The themes in it and storyline, it's done really well. It's just like, yeah, if I had seen a full Rian Johnson series, I think I would have been fine. If I would have seen a full J.J. Abrams series, I think I would have had complaints with the whole, like, how much fan service there is and how much, like, he's trying to please everyone, but I still would have enjoyed the series. I just think with those two being, one being a zealot about following what the fans want, and then one being, I want to do the opposite of what the fans want and I want to shock them, is so incredibly jarring. And then in the third movie to be like, hey, we're going to take a second and we're going to sit here and hey, what's the matter? Sorry, I am monologuing and complaining right now. And then episode 9 being like, I refuse to let Kylo Ren be the bad guy. We need to find some way that we can make it my storyline and make it so that way Kylo Ren can be redeemed. Because if episode 9, Kylo Ren was the big bad, there would have been no need for the Emperor. There would have been no need for the Knights of Ren. You could have added them as a side thing that he's working with, but you would have had an entire story of, you know, a big bad. But the problem was in episode 8, they killed off the big bad. And so you're left like, who's the big bad? Well, we want to make Kylo Ren redeemable, and so we're going to have another big bad come in. Who can we come up with? And so they had to keep trying to find a way to make another big bad so they could redeem Kylo Ren. And it was a dumpster fire. And so, like, just the decision-making on every level just crashed and burned. And so they just spent all of episode 9 trying to retcon everything that happened in episode 8. And so, yeah, episode 9 is my least favorite Star Wars movie. Surprisingly enough, episode 8 is not my second least favorite. As much as I might get crucified for this one, episode 2 is actually my second least favorite. Star Wars episode 2, just the dialogue is awful, the action is awful, the CG is awful, and just the overall story is not great. As a spectacle movie, great spectacle. I love Star Wars episode 2. As a kid, it was amazing. Yeah, what's the matter? You came in on the sequel talk. Black Lightning more than those movies. I like watching bad things. Then you give Palpatine more backstories. He was trying to live forever. Yeah, like if they had kind of done more with comics and things leading up, I think they definitely could have done it. Especially if they left hints in 7 and 8, they could have done it. But it was very much obvious that it was just pulled out of their butts. Did they do the Knights of Ren? Yeah, like, I don't know. I think the Knights of Ren should have been really cool. And same with Phasma for how much they hyped him up, and then they're just like, nah, screw him. I hate Sand Ulu. If only Filoni did the sequels. That is a solid point. I think you would have been disappointed as well. I think you would have gotten a very different 7, 8, and 9. But also, he did not have the experience in live action to be able to pull it off back then. So I think it would have, it probably would have been great on the Star Wars aspect, but the filming aspect, I think, would have been lacking. I think the overall story might have been a little too mystical because he's really good at nailing the mysticalness of Star Wars. Hence the reason like the Mortis episodes hit so solidly in Clone Wars. Jedi Wookiee trilogy, that'd be pretty dang cool. Yeah, dude. Also, okay, I may not have liked Hux as a character, but that actor just pulled off an amazing, like, him and Adam Driver are like the two ones that I have the most respect for in those movies because they just nailed their roles so well. Anyways, I will get off my soapbox now. I have a lot to say about Star Wars, obviously. uh yes, Dave Filoni was the right hand of Lucas. And like I love to see him where he is now. I don't know if you guys heard. He's basically the guy in charge of, green lighting projects and making sure they're doing well, which should have been his job the entire time. I don't think giving him, like, all the movies is a great idea, but making him oversee all the projects is a fantastic idea because he has a really great grasp on like what Star Wars is, because it's a lot of people are like, oh, Star Wars like this sci-fi fantasy thing, but he understands on more than just you can use words to describe it kind of level. He's really understanding of like there needs to be this mysticalness. It's not just some sci-fi show, but it can't be too mystical because it's supposed to be this space opera, and he just does great in the things that he does. And so I think he's going to be awesome in his new role, watching over Star Wars. So I'm really glad that they gave him something. And he was also willing to fight George Lucas over different decisions. The thing that gave me respect for Dave Filoni originally was, so back when... Ooh, whoops, did my game just shut down? There we go. Okay. One of the things that gave me the most respect for Dave Filoni... oh, me too, Lost a Matter, 100%. But the thing that gave me respect for him was during Clone Wars when it was coming out. Clone Wars Season 2, I believe, is when they introduced Mandalore as a pacifistic planet. So back in the old canon, there was this series called the Republic Commando series that a really good author was writing. And they're still my favorite books to this day for Star Wars books. But they were never finished, and it was about the Republic Commandos and how they were trained by people handpicked by Jango Fett to train the Republic Commandos, and then Jango Fett himself trained the ARC Troopers. And so a lot of the people that he got to train the Republic Commandos were Mandalorians, and so this Mandalorian culture, hey Anakin Lava Crawler, we're on heavy lore dumping and talking about sequels and like best parts about Star Wars. But yeah, and so this culture of Mandalore, this warrior-like, almost Spartan-like culture, was transferred to the clones through the Republic Commando sergeants, who were a lot of them were Mandalorians, because in the old canon, Jango was a Mandalorian. In the new canon, it's kind of iffy whether or not he is. And so, these Mandalorians taught them everything of Mandalorian culture. And so it kind of spread throughout even the regs among the clone armies because of the Republic Commandos. And it was a really cool book series kind of talking about Republic Commandos and that Mandalorian culture. And that's where the original language for Mandalorians came from, were those books. And she was writing her last book of the series, and it was super good. Like the book before... the last book was when Order 66 happened, and so you got to see kind of like the transition of the clone army into the Imperial army and what the Republic Commandos were doing. Super cool. And they had one more book planned, and then George Lucas says, I think it would be cool if we made Mandalore pacifistic in this season, and we brought them into kind of this season of season 2 of Clone Wars. And Dave Filoni fought him on it and was like, no, you're getting rid of something that a lot of people love. and you're doing this stuff, and George Lucas is like, I don't care. This is what I think is better, and you can see that quite often. The same idea of Moraban in Clone Wars, which is the birthplace of the Sith, instead of Korriban. He's like, I like Moraban better. It sounds better, and so it's like, I guess we're throwing out all of that old canon. Okay. But Dave Filoni would fight him on things. That's kind of what gave me respect for Dave Filoni originally. It's just that he would fight George Lucas on things and be like, no, I think we should do something like this. It'll be better for the fans because this is what they've decided they love. So that was kind of when I first got respect for Dave Filoni. Sorry, I know you guys are here for a Grand Arena and for roster reviews, but, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hey, Turtle Man, good to see you. I have no idea what this team is. Okay, let's do this. That's your guys' chat. Let's take a look. We need counters. Gat counters for 3v3. And who were we looking at? We're looking at Boba, Scion of Jango. Boba Fett, Scion of Donuts. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like people take Bosk against it. Imperial Troopers take against it. So it's this. And then it's Jango. I don't really see any Jango comps. It looks kind of anything can really beat it. That's a meta team, it looks like. Like Radis beats it. Night Sister beats it. Someone used a Leia against that team. Oh, that is a little painful. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably what I'll use here. I'll probably use my CLS there. Just because it's semi-worrying. Never apologize for talking Star Wars. Okay, let's bring you guys back over. So we got CLS earmarked for that. If we can, it's just a Relic 5 Malak, right? It's just a Relic 5. Dang, and now I really wish we hadn't wasted that Datacron. This will still be a great Datacron. We have to talk about Star Wars when we're playing a Star Wars game. True, hello, you're not wrong. It's never a bad time to talk Star Wars. And, Star Wars ultimately is one of my greatest passions in life. I love Star Wars with all my heart. And I have a lot to say about Star Wars. In fact, I'm actually thinking about doing some new videos. We'll see how they do. I'm not going to tell you guys what the video type is, but I'm gonna make one and we're gonna see how it does. And if you guys like it, I might consider making more. Watch any of the Star Wars series. Dude, Eric, I used to have a roommate that was like that, and he was literally, I asked him one day, I was like, why? Why would you never watch any of the Star Wars movies? Do you watch one of them and hated it? And he was like, no, I just, love the look I get when I say that to people. And I'm like, you're just a douche. Oh. See what I did there? Oh my gosh. Dude, what's the matter? Andor was the thing that gave me hope in Star Wars again. Because after Obi-Wan, I was so depressed. Because, they'd come out with Boba, and I'm like, okay, so, growing up, some of my earliest memories when I was 6 years old, 6 to 8, was going to this website called Boba Fett Fan Club, where people would post, all the specs of his armor, and, a whole bunch of different, lore about him, and, how to make costumes, and it was an awesome website. Me and my brother would go on there all the time. And, Boba was one of our favorite characters. Growing up, I played Bounty Hunter, and I loved Jango Fett, and the comics around Jango Fett were so cool. Him just, killing 30 Jedi with his bare hands, such a freaking cool comic. And so I was like, going into Boba, and I'm like, oh, they put out like the documentary talking about who Boba was, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so pumped. And then it was just so supremely okay, so average. And then Obi-Wan came out, and there were so many discrepancies, and like it was filmed very so, and like I give it like a 7 out of 10, and I'm like, dude, this is one of the best characters in Star Wars. What happened? And then Andor came out, and it was a slow burn. The first 2 episodes, I was like sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm not minding where this is going so far. I'm liking it. And then the 3rd episode came by, and I was like, I am all in. I need next week sooner. And then the 6th episode happened, and I said, I need a whole 6-season show of this. Like, Andor gave me hope for Star Wars again. Sorry, I am definitely, stalling right now. But it's... Andor just fixed so much for me. Yeah, Return, yep. Very good written. Yeah, absolutely. Return to form, 100%. Eric, I think we all do. I I don't know if it was a skit or an interview. I saw something from Adam Driver recently that was it was, I'm sick of people coming up to me and blaming me for killing Han Solo. I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness did. I laughed pretty hard at that one. Okay. We gotta do at least one battle. Let's get ourselves some hype. We'll get some Arnold music in here to get ourselves hyped, because this one's always terrifying. See if we can't find his Dark Trooper one. Bad Batch. There it is. Okay, we're gonna increase the music volume a bit. Favorite animated movie? What do you mean animated movie? Like, just overall anything animated? Okay. We're gonna do this battle, and then Tasty Teddy, hopefully you clarify. Let's just push some turn meter, see if we can get a little bit more out of this. Come on. 3 hits? 3 hits? Please, 3 hits. 3 hits! Oh, so close! We're so close, but we got enough turn meter. Dude! Oh, yes. I need to kill someone. Please, please, please. Dang it. Holy shiz, every single time, dude. It's fine. Favorite Pixar movie? Okay, favorite animated movie, I'll answer real quick. This is probably one that a lot of people haven't seen. I recently got into anime, as in the last couple of years. I don't watch a ton of it, but I'll watch one now and again. And there is an anime movie called A Silent Voice. And I watched it mostly because I'd heard it was a good movie, and also I knew sign language, American Sign Language specifically, and I heard it was full of, oh my gosh, Lion's Den, get out of here, so help me, I will start moderating your comments. But yeah, so I was gonna go watch it because I'm like, oh, I'm curious what Japanese Sign Language looks like and how much it connects with American Sign Language. One of my favorite movies ever I've ever watched. Silent Voice is just amazing. Yeah, Castiel, however you say your name, Castiel? I'm gonna say Castiel. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Like, made me cry multiple times. Kind of amazing. Like, it was a fantastic movie. I went in thinking I was going to see a cool movie, and I ended up crying, which doesn't happen very often for movies. Princess Mononoke is a good one. Studio Ghibli in general, I think, are all good. I just went and saw, what is it called? The Boy and the Heron just came out in theaters. You said it correctly. Do people not say Princess Mononoke correctly? Or oh, you're meaning your name, Castiel? Yeah, okay. Um, Dang, I really don't want to deal with that team. But yeah, and so I just watched The Boy and the Heron. It was good. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Probably my second favorite of the Studio Ghibli. My first favorite, Howl's Moving Castle, but that's just because I'm a sucker for a love story. But favorite Pixar movie. We'll get back to your question, Tasty Teddy. Yes, Pixar. Oh, that is hard. Pixar is there's just so many good ones with Pixar. Or at least there used to be so many good ones. I haven't seen a lot of great ones lately. Unfortunately, you can't clean up a Darth Revan with like a half-baked team. Dude, I didn't even think of that. Why didn't I think of that? We could have you're new to this game, Bulgarian mapping? Welcome to the game. It's a fun game, but it takes a while. It's definitely a marathon, but if you like Star Wars and you love, how kits interact and that kind of thing, it's definitely a game for you. Or if you just like Star Wars, like honestly, if you just collect characters, still a great game. Yeah, so if you love Star Wars, you're gonna love this game. It's a sprint if you spend money. Fair. But yeah, we could have easily just gassed this, and I feel so stupid for not thinking of that, because that's just an easy counter to this team, and it wouldn't have required Imperial Troopers. Ugh. And I think we're going to have to throw gas at it to finish it up, because I think that's the least iffy team that we have for this. Okay, so if we use gas here, let's see. We got 4 more teams to do. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Okay, so there's our 14, and then we have 5. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're gonna use this. Jabba the Hutt is good for this game. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt is like one of the top tier galactic legends. But it's a galactic legend, so he takes forever to get. And so that's kind of the problem with going for him, is just he takes a long time to get. But there's a lot of good farms on the way towards him. And one of the nice things about going for Jabba the Hutt is it gets you a lot of big name characters that you can get, and so you'll get, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Han Solo, things like that. And so you'll get some, cool stuff along the way. Bounty Hunter Clean. I don't have a Bounty Hunter team really left, except for maybe a crappy Boba team, which I'm not. You're gonna sub? Awesome, Bulgarian. I appreciate it, dude. Gas is too expensive, but like, where else would we use gas? Like, we're looking at like, other teams that are scary, and really the only other team that's scary is this one. And we're just gonna, Darth Revan this. Pizza the Hut would have been better, dude. Oh, I love. I never turned down the music. Let me turn down the music a bit. I just realized that. I know I didn't turn it up much, but yeah, I love. Why is my brain Spaceballs? There's other movies that guy's done that are great, but I can't really say go watch them. Focus a team, then move on. Don't spread your resources trying to make 5 teams at once. Hello? Absolutely 100% agreed. You need to start somewhere and just keep moving on, and you don't want to spread out your roster too much. Just do a little bit at a time. So I'd pick 1 light side and 1 dark side team to really work on. If you're looking at Jabba the Hutt, my suggestion would be Imperial Troopers and go for CLS, Commander Luke Skywalker. But yeah, Iceman, yes, you are correct. It is very expensive to throw gas as a cleanup team, and I wish I didn't have to do it. I wish we had thought of that in the first place. But like, this is the only other scary team, and so I don't think we're going to be worried. Yeah, there is one specific one Lion's Den that I am in love with, and it's the only one to ever make my grandfather laugh out loud. And yeah. Reads comments. Hey, yeah, I mean, what else am I supposed to do with my time? Oh gosh. Okay. Lion's Den, I will neither confirm nor deny that that is one of my favorite movies. Yeah. Although, also, hello, I have ADHD, so I have trouble focusing anyways. So we'll do this battle real quick. There's no, so the problem with not having the Omicron on this team is that I can full focus down Dark Nihilus and have no worries whatsoever about it. Because if I get him under that 90% health, it doesn't matter because he doesn't reset his cooldowns. Oh, I was really hoping for an ability block right there. Done. Yeah, that's basically why I can't confirm nor deny it. Although I do think it's really, really funny that during the whole 2020 stuff that was going on, there was all kinds of petitions for all kinds of shows on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Blazing Saddles was just sitting there on Hulu, and no one wrote a petition about it, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And I'm like, it's just because everyone knows this is 100% satire. So great. Okay. So we're doing CLS there. We got to figure out something there. That's an easy clap there. And this is going to be gas. Okay. Yeah, we'll do gas here. Yeah, and also, like, not only was that movie just complete satire, but also you can tell that Mel Brooks doesn't have a... He doesn't have malicious intent. He doesn't have respect for anyone, or rather, he respects everyone enough to be willing to make fun of anyone, and I love that. uh... What are you using on Rolo? Honestly, I'm thinking that we maybe go for the... I mean, that was annoying what that was, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just won. Rolo, I'm thinking that we do the good old 1-2 with the Maldalorians. Or not the Maldalorians, but... Be overkill if they're all Relic 5. Would Imps be overkill if they're all Relic 5? Sovereign Winter for Rolo? Imperial Troopers, yeah, that would be overkill for this team. This is a easy solo by almost any character that's like a solo character. But, like, I don't want to sleep on it, so we're not going to sleep on it 100%. They're willing to catch hands? Is that what you're saying, Lion's Den? You're struggling to match teams to win my GAC. Just doing missions. Yeah, Bulgarian. It's gonna start off pretty slow, and it'll be slow for a while until you hit about level 60. But Bulgarian, one of the biggest things that you can do for this game as a new player is to connect your account to the online store. If you do that, it'll give you a thing that gives you a whole bunch of sim tickets, last I checked. And that will make life so much easier so you don't have to play through every battle. Once you finish a battle, you can just sim it. Like, lately, new player stuff has gone a long way, especially if you go to the web store. Yeah, so on mobile, so you'll be playing on mobile. Like, I'm playing on PC right now using an emulator, so the game's only on mobile. But if you go, there's a web store. Here, we can actually bring you over and show you kind of how it's done. Let's see. I gotta pull things up, sorry. I'm not used to live streaming yet. Okay. So, we'll just go store. And it'll be this top link. And so it'll walk you through how to connect right here. And then once you connected, you just say, I've linked my account in game, and then you'll type in your email address and submit. It'll send you a code, and then it'll you put that code from your email into this website, and then it'll pop up with a store, and then you can redeem free stuff in here, and the free stuff will just be sent to your mobile device on in-game. And so 100% do this. There's some great starter packs and things, and check back. Usually they have like a pack a day that comes with just a couple shards for characters and things. Super helpful for early game players. So make sure you're doing that. Hoping your opponent doesn't show. Yes, make sure you put your age above 18, though. I don't see your link, unfortunately. I think the auto mod got rid of it, but hold on. Because I am the guy doing this, I can throw that out. That should get you to the right place. Yeah, Stagger says Hyperdrive, bro. So there's the Hyperdrive bundle. I can't show it on my account, just because I already bought it. I genuinely just bought it for the gear personally. But if you can afford it, 100% get the Hyperdrive bundle. It immediately gets you up to level 85. It'll be a little overwhelming at first, but honestly, it skips over a lot of kind of the humdrum of this game and gives you a whole bunch of characters to the point where you can kind of start towards any major farm that you want from there, because it gives you most of them, most of the starting units to any Galactic Legend at 5-star. If you're free to play, but buy something with a gift card, does it still count as free to play? I'd say so. Okay, if you went and bought a gift card, then no. But if someone gave you a gift card, I'd still consider you free to play. I regret not getting the Hyperdrive bundle. Yeah, at the time, I was like making $300 a paycheck. And like, you know, trying to survive off of that while in college. And so I really didn't have the money for it. But yeah, I would say I regret it, but I really couldn't afford it back then. Yeah, it's about 4 to 6 months. Usually 6 months is from what I remember. Any way to beat Qui-Gon Omicron in one shot? Bad Batch, Traya. You can do it with Darth Revan, but it's super iffy because you gotta time out your fear just perfectly. Newt Gunray is a common counter if you have them relicked. I get paid? Dude, I was working for McDonald's back then. I was literally making like $7 an hour. It was awful. But they were helping pay for my college, and that's what mattered. Access to Lightspeed. Yeah, also, if you're, bruh, Lion's Den, please stop. You're killing me, dude. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so if you can afford dropping $60, what was your name again? Bulgarian mapping. If you can afford to drop $60 right now, and you're willing to, if you think that you're gonna play this game, now between now and Christmas is the perfect time, because you can get the $50 bundle to get you up to level 85, and then you can buy a $10 bundle, and let me show you what that $10 bundle gives you. Oh, are they gone already? No, there they are. They just put them farther in. Yeah, so this $10 bundle gives you a whole bunch of characters already to, yeah. Lion's Den. But yeah, it gives you a whole bunch of characters already ready, and this gets you close to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. If you are willing to spend $30, you can basically have Kylo Ren within, I would probably say, 3 months. Easy. And so, yeah, I would suggest that if you were thinking that you like this game and you want to go somewhere with this game, and you're willing to spend some money, you could drop $80 today and almost be to your first Galactic Legend and have a great start from the game. And then from there, you just have to kind of work your way through the game and start to learn it. So, up to you, Bulgarian. You don't have to, but that would be my suggestion if you're willing to spend money. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do need a 7-star ship for the finalizer. I think you only get from the Hyperdrive bundle a 5-star. So you would have to put a little bit more work into it, but still, you would have immediately a usable fleet that'll lead to a GL and all the characters you really need for a GL. And so it's just going to take you a couple months to finish everything. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of looking at what you get. It's tempting to try to get that 7-star character and see if I can't get like Keller and Beck or something, but how? I don't have money to spend. Let's get back to a Grand Arena. Yeah, Stagger, you're right. It does save you almost 2 years. I mean, if you're being super efficient and you know what you want from level 1, it would save you about a year. Because, you know, that's about how long it takes to get SLKR. If you start from like a day 1 account till SLKR playing every day, you'll get it in a year. So Bulgarian, I've been playing for about 2.5 years myself, a little bit more than that. And so it's definitely a game that, you know, you play for a long time. But luckily with how they do the matchmaking, you'll always have things to be competitive with. But you do have to hit level 85 before you can start getting to these like competitive events like Grand Arena. If you don't have the tunes up there. I mean, you say that, but I think I have all of the tunes for the Finalizer bundle up to the relic level that it has. Yep, done. Oh, there's the one. That one's not relic 5, that's relic 3. Yeah, that's probably why it's still showing up. Is my pilots are relic 3 because that's what the requirements are. Okay, back to it. We're not going to have a ton of time tonight to do roster reviews, unfortunately, and we got to hurry and get through our Grand Arena. We got about an hour left, so don't sass me, boy. Oh, that's good. Delicioso. Num 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 num. Can you watch till I watched Dora with my sister when she was growing up? Okay. So we know for a fact we're doing CLS here. So let's get it done real quick. Yeah, like 2 relic levels for 1 tune is probably worth $10. You're not wrong. But like I don't know. I don't have that kind of money just sitting around when I'm in college. Especially because the new semester starts in January and I still have to buy all my college books and everything, and you know, I'm not excited for January. Back to school, so much fun. Lol, 0 damage. Thanks, Datacron. You make it very easy. Let's get rid of her first, honestly, because she's gonna be the one that's doing scary stuff. Can we kill her off? Blind her? Yes, okay, sick. Okay. We have her damage out of the way. I really need to drop that Zeta on him. It's on my list, but, you know. that on him. Oh, that's interesting. Did you see that dodge and resisted? That sucks to him. I love Datacrons. Ichi, ooh, woo. Tasty, you might want to say it a bit louder. I don't know if they heard you. I hear if you say it 3 times while looking in the mirror at 2 in the morning, they'll give you a free pack. Reset my account so I can get the proper connection. Fair enough, Bulgarian. Donate for Happy Feel. Prioritize your roster review. Yeah, it's true. Or your PP. Yeah, I'll help you with your PP, your passion projects. But yeah, no, if you guys want to donate, you know, that'll put your guys' roster reviews at the top, of course. But you know, you don't have to. It does go a long way helping me keep this going, especially when I'm in school. Okay, so we have 3 teams to do. We got a Bosk team. What do you guys think? Do you think that we, here, okay. Or an ugly Wookiee will come out and poke your butt. Dude, that would be terrifying. Okay, we're gonna drop a poll for you guys. We're gonna see what you guys think. A little peepee. I love that sticker so much, or that emoji. I'm so glad I made it. Okay, we're gonna start another poll. Because you guys are the ones that wanted this tested on offense. So we're gonna go Rex. And we either got Bosk. We got Newt. Or we have Rolo. Okay, there you guys go. Go ahead and vote. See what you want to do for getting our Rex out there and testing him out on our offense. Aren't all Wookiees ugly? How dare you? Although I have tried Wookiee steak, it's quite chewy. No, okay. Female Wookiees. Eric, I'm worried. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys are killing me. I'm pretty sure it's 50-50 with Bosk and Newt right now. Oh gosh. Okay. 30. We'll give it 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh. What? Does it? Oh, there we go. It wasn't showing me the poll. Yeah, 53 to 46. Whoever that was, I saw it at 55% when I went to close it, and then someone slid into Newt, and I was like, are you kidding me trying to make it 50-50? Ugh. Gosh. Nope. Okay. So, it was Bosk, right? I just started going for Newt just because I was looking at Lion's Den comment. I was like, I don't want to deal with the ramifications of that one. Okay, we're going to try this. So, round 2 of taking it up against Bosk. Rebel. We'll just go Phoenix. Okay. We got this going. Let's try it. I'm not even on YouTube. I probably... Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to see it. Okay, let's... Whose turn is going to be next? It's going to be Bosk Nest, so let's push turn meter. Let's try to get a stagger. Solid stagger. I really need the Zeta on Hera. Dang, I really don't like that ability block. Let's Give this to Rex. Keep him alive. Get a stun out. No stun. That's not scary at all. Heal. Gosh, yeah, they just do not have the turn meter train when they're in 3v3. In 5v5, they run circles around people. But in 3v3, they just struggle so much to get their turn meter train going. Once it hits 5v5, we'll have a lot more success with their demonetized, or whatever the money thing is. Yeah, no, I think he'd be demonized. Yeah, exactly, Frank. Bull thing. Corrects only works in 5v5. Yeah, so I'm considering for this next week, so we got one more week, or not one more week, one more Grand Arena. I'm considering we swap out and get ourselves a 5s and Rex with the other 501st members on offense. And so then we can split it up that way for 3v3. You just took Chewie to Relic 7. Dude, okay, so for those of you who don't know, Frank just took down an SLKR with his Wookiees, with his Relic 9 Wookiees. Your first... Oh, Adam Kowalski, you just hit 85 at, like, the worst time to get into a Grand Arena. So the next Grand Arena, how Grand Arena works is we have 3 weeks on and then 1 week off. And so we're on the 3rd week right now. And so you have to sign up each week on the sign-up day. And then you can play for a week, and then you'll have another sign-up day, and then play for a week. And so it works that way, but we're on the 3rd week, which means that at the end of this week, Conquest starts, and then we get a week of Conquest only, and then Grand Arena will come back in January. So basically January 1st is when your sign-up will next be for Grand Arena. So you're kind of out of luck until January, sadly. I mean, Rex 5's Rex will kill Reva if it's, you know, a Relic Rex. Okay, so we gotta find an answer for these things. Okay. What's their speed? Time to get mods for my... Yeah. Bundle characters. I bought Finalizer. Don't really know what to farm now. I just farm mods for them. So you bought the Finalizer bundle. Did you buy any other bundles, Adam Kowalski? $2.99. Okay. Here's my plan. Do that. Do I have a Datacron? Not anything good. 2 $10 bundles after Christmas, so on Sunday. Okay, Adam. So the Finalizer bundles give you almost everything you need for SLKR. All the bundles that you currently have. So I want you to work on Rex, getting his Zeta. Because that'll help you a lot for where you're at for Grand Arena. And then your 2 requirements that you still have to work on for SLKR is going to be this Relic 7 Emperor Palpatine. Actually, I think that's it. I think Emperor Palpatine's the last one for what you got to get besides First Order. So it's Emperor Palpatine to Relic 7. And then I don't have any of them right now, but Kylo Ren Unmasked to Relic 7 and Kylo Ren to Relic 7. Those are the last 3 requirements that you have before you'll get SLKR, basically. Gear 10 without Zeta, so I'll try to get him that Zeta. Yeah, it'll help a lot for 5v5 with that pack that you're getting. If you want to, there's a video on my channel. I want to say was probably a week and a half ago. I relabeled it with a different name so it's easier to find for people, but it's a 5v5 how to use teams out of the Lightspeed bundle. And so it'll give you kind of an idea of where you can use teams and how you can break up teams. But yeah. Let's take out this team really quick. Hold on. Oh, gosh. But yeah, we have not been playing very good lately. Mostly my fault. Yeah, you want to do as much as you can in Grand Arena, get those crystals. Let's make sure boss doesn't come out. Gosh, I love Mara Jade. Even at like gear 9, I used her for so long at like gear 8, gear 9. Honestly, just... Eventually they will get a turn. Is it anytime soon? No. Will they actually get a turn? Actually, probably not. Done. Treya did nothing to JML. That's rough. Guess it's Star Killer time? Yeah. Star Killer is a good counter. Lines that do I have Star Killer? Yes, I do. But the thing is I want to stretch my teams right now. Just to make sure we get through everything. And so we're going to use Star Killer right here. So we're going to do something like this. Let's see what we got left. I like the idea that we did last time. Let's do it again. Where's my rebels? Rebel. And we're going to throw out... where is he? Kanan. Basically this Vader is always a guaranteed, pull it out of the sky. Oh, in this battle, though. Oh, Adam Kowalski, thanks for subbing. You're awesome, dude. Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. Die. You suck for stealing my banners right there. I will stab you, dude. Oh my gosh, what is with the dodging? So many dodges this battle. Are you freaking kidding? I just lost so many banners because of those dodges. That is BS. Holy crap. Honestly, that actually might not be a bad squad to take against JML, to be honest. Vader with it is just going to get you to pull it out of the sky so much faster. So this one, we're going to have our fun with it. You know? We're going to have our fun. For those of you who are members, if we could get some emojis in the chat for our boy Garsucks in here. Freaking love this team. Prepare to be amazed for those of you who are new to this. Oh, that is the worst. Like, completely misses the ability block, but somehow lands the daze. Are you kidding me? Okay. And thus it begins. Oh, I love this team. Oh, fine, Captain Han, be that way. Gosh, his frickin' dazes are hitting hard. I hate it. Oh my gosh, stop dazing. You are so annoying. Is his days unavoidable? Ugh, I love this team still, though. Dead. Stop it! Holy shiz! Oh my gosh. I think his daze is unavoidable. This is bugging the shiz out of me now. Who knew I actually had to read Cholo's kit for once? Like, the team would wreck this if they could just avoid the daze. Like, my tenacity is insane on him. Well, I'm not gonna deal with Leia, that's for sure. Cholo will solo. Yeah, I honestly did not expect I've never actually looked at his kit just because I just know he has a revive. And that is all, and he is worthless for every other team. And so I've never looked at his kit. The fact that he has oh, it's Empire can't resist. That makes sense. I was like, I have never seen that on any other team. That's because I've never taken Empire against him. Yeah, I'm going to let it time out. Because if I don't let it time out, then, you know, he can get his buddies back. But honestly, I can take this out with anything. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. Like, let's take a look at this. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, we're gonna bring you guys over while waiting for this. Gosh, I love this team, but I need to read the kits of the people I'm taking on against before I start just throwing them against anyone, because they'll take out anyone so easily, but then if there's just one piece missing, then it screws them over. Let's take a look at Cholo. Flick days for 2 turns. Empire targets can't resist or evade. Interesting. It's like, can't even evade. That's interesting. And then he's going to just get beefier the longer that he's alive, because whenever he uses his basic, he gains 10% max health. Oh, it's just for 3 turns. Okay, so he's just going to get beefy for a while. Not anything too crazy. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But hey, I'm not worried. I love seeing that team just absolutely wreck things like what they did to the other 2 people in this team. It's just a team that makes me so happy. I can't wait till we get our get into 5v5 and to take out a gas with it, because it's just going to be so entertaining to watch gas just fall. Once I finish my other farms, yeah, I mean, honestly, they're worth it. No matter who you are, they're definitely worth it. And they can fit into other teams as well, because, like, you know, Wampa's like, oh, he has to be solo. And, like, you know, a lot of the teams, they just have to be solo for what they're trying to do. But not them. It just has to be Empire, which is amazing. Take out JMK with it. Oh, gosh. Honestly, if you guys want to see what they can do to a GL, I doubt they can do much to most GL teams. But I'm willing to. They don't need Zetas or Omis is super nice. You're not wrong. We'll just take this in and call it. We've been having our fun. We haven't been playing very strategically. On the next Grand Arena, I definitely will take some time and just plan out our strategy and just wreck through their defenses, because I don't want to have to deal with this on the next one, because I really need one win to get to Kyber for this week, but we've been kind of goofing around and trying to low gear things a lot. Okay, Negotiator's a pain, and Chimera's a pain, but they're not impossible. Might be a 3-win week for you. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Take out JMK if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let's see if I have a JMK anywhere in my arena shard near me. I doubt it, but we can check. Hey! Would you look at that, guys? Hey, Sprigo Gameplay, welcome. We're about to do something stupid because someone in chat said we should do it. You know what? Sure, I'll leave the Datacron on just for fun. I mean, this is a because obviously you wouldn't be able to do it if there was a cat, but this is a non-cat. And so, like, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, dude, Nisa, I bet that's rough. Yeah, problem is they can't do anything. Like, they're gonna sit here and be stuck behind damage immunity. Come on. Take a turn. Yeah, because Ahsoka's Dispel just absolutely wrecks her. Yeah, with Maul. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, like, yeah, with Maul, no problem. But, like, just those two, I'm like, there's no freaking way. Sure. Why not, right? It will even throw him this. Yeah, I remember when Squad Arena was relevant. Oh. Yep, that's a stun that can't be resisted, unfortunately. Still, the amount of damage we did to Luke, though, was really entertaining. Yeah, Django to take the first hit from Cat, that makes sense. Yeah, starting next month, the next Proving Ground, so, you know, at the end of this next Conquest, I will have Maul. And so I need a lot of Zetas for that I don't have. Obviously that's not going to work. For the memes. It doesn't matter that they have an unresistible days. We'll still be able to do it. What are you talking about? See, you're fine. Let's daze them back. To unlock Maul right the way. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm really excited to have Maul in this account. Because, like, with these two, just that 3-man is going to be insanely good. They're pulling it off, guys. Yep. Mm-hmm. Look at them go. Anyways. It was fun. Yeah, no, I 100% Terra. I was just having some fun because, you know. Oh, we were talking about taking down GLs with them. The fact they survived that long against Lord Phaedra was entertaining. Okay. so you got your connect. Like, nice, dude. Very nice. So we're gonna do negotiator mirror match. Do I remember how these go? Hold on. We'll just bring our master of debates. Empire versus Empire. I like where you're thinking, but I think we're going to go Finalizer versus Empire, because this is a lot more... they have Old Republic. They don't have High Republic. So for ships, they do have the Sith Empire with Leviathan from Darth Revan. And they do have, like, Darth Revan as a character, Jedi Knight Revan, Malgus as a character. We'll see if they add more, but that's kind of what they have for Old Republic right now. They haven't, as of this moment, added anything High Republic. I'm guessing we'll get some High Republic when they release Acolyte, because I believe that's supposed to take place in the... excuse me. It's supposed to take place in the High Republic. But yeah, so this mirror match works a lot better if we do this. Yeah, High Republic into GL Revan Reborn would be dope. I hate mirror matches so much. Yeah, also, what's the matter? Rolo with Kylo Ren, that is like kind of my go-to, is just taking out Rolo with a Kylo Ren. I genuinely don't remember what we were supposed to do, if I'm being honest. Anakin's gone. Rest of this is easy cleanup. High Republic would be so dope, I think too risky for Star Wars. I don't know. I mean, we've gotten some weird stuff so far. For some Galactic Republic stuff. Yeah, more Galactic Republic stuff would always be cool. I think it's like the most popular stuff in general, so I definitely think it would be normal. GL Yoda sometime in the future, but not super optimistic since all the... So if they're gonna do a... Risque. I don't know why. I don't remember what risque means. Maybe I'm crazy. What were we just talking about? Pretty heavy. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, what's the matter? That's... Oh my gosh. It's all those types of jokes with you, isn't it, Lion's Den? Yeah, so let me read that. Yeah, yep, mm-hmm. Okay, yep. I got it, Lion's Den, I got it. You're really good, Lion's Den, at making it really hard to focus and figure out what the heck I'm doing at any given moment. Ult. Okay. Bulgarian. Apparently you missed it. We had a huge rant about the sequels for a solid, like, 20-30 minutes. No bud reps tonight, gosh. Oh, that is really unfortunate, because now I have mine ready. Let's just pull out you. And we'll just kill off both of you. All three of you, apparently. Hey, 5's coming in clutch right there. Okay, I like this channel now. It's more like for... Hey, Tara, shut up. There was something I wanted to... Oh yeah, the GL Yoda. So during the High Republic, Yoda's still around and like going around as normal. So like I feel like High Republic would be the time to drop a GL Yoda if they do. I also don't like the sequels. Yeah, like I have a lot of opinions about the sequels. I feel like they could have made a solid episode 9. They could have. But they really dropped the ball. I'm not saying it would have been a great Star Wars movie, but I'm saying it would be better than Star Wars Episode 2. So, like, yeah. But yeah. I feel like bringing Palpatine back ruins the prophecy. Yeah, it ruins the prophecy, and, like, it makes it so you can't, have Kylo Ren be the big bad, which I think would have been amazing. Um, like there's just a lot that it kind of just hurts my soul they could have done. And you read some of the with this a master level of sorts. Now I gotta like read your messages like 6 times just to see if there's any jokes in there that I'm missing. Or Mallman, I'm not sure what to focus on gearing next. Ooh, Eric, that is a good question. If you're looking for the absolute meta, you're going to want to go with Malicos with Ufus. But if you're looking for a solid team that can take down GLs, Maulmando's works too. Whichever you're closer to, I'd say go for. Although, if you're master level, what do you mean by master level? I mean, he's been a Jedi Master for over 400 years. Um, like in the High Republic books, they mentioned that he takes a break from the not great Caleb Swagger, but not bad either. We're still working. You'll know what I mean, dirty. But like in I've only read one of the High Republic books so far. I need to keep working through them, but I haven't had time. They mentioned that like Yoda's just on sabbatical, like he's just took a break from the Jedi Council and went off to do some stuff. Uh, yeah, I can understand why it's hard to get into any kind of old books for like, for different timelines because it doesn't have really connection. But honestly, I really did enjoy the first High Republic book. I got all the way through it and it was really well written and I really did enjoy it. So I'd say keep going with it, although I haven't read any of the other ones. So what do I know? But not yet Grandmaster. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can see that. Lion said, "Yeah, just read comics. If it's too hard to read, use pictures." But yeah, no, I like the High Republic so far that I've seen. We'll see. I do agree that I think in that first book, none of the characters are really explored. There's so much world building that they're doing that it feels like an old high fantasy novel, which makes sense. That's how a lot of the older Star Wars books were written. But yeah, so let's just get this on. We don't have advantage, right? No, but we could get a stun, maybe? No, no stun. Then how about a kill? Let's try to get that stun there. And done. That was a really crap Chimera fleet. If you don't have the bomber, it's rough having a Chimera fleet. Reading order for the Darth Bane trilogy. Path of Destruction is the first one. Yes, we'll go. Path of Destruction is honestly one of my favorite books in any Star Wars canon. I've gone on about this a couple times, but it's written by the guy that wrote the story to KOTOR. Super solid book. Really interesting if you like learning about the Force and like the Sith and the Jedi, and especially lightsaber combat. It's one of the most well-written things for lightsaber combat I've ever seen. I love it. Okay. Sick. So I'm gonna open up my Discord for those of you who are wanting roster reviews. The way that we prioritize is, whoops, wrong button. We prioritize those who are in the Discord, and then those who are in the chat. Of course, members that want one, want their live roster review come first, then super chats, then Discord, then people in the chat if we have time. And so I will drop this into our chat real quick, just so anyone that's not in there can really quick join the Discord. But I got time for like probably 3 or 4 roster reviews before I gotta go if we're fast. I have something I'm supposed to go see. Go play some Magic: The Gathering. You're gonna wait until your live roster review until after I Relic Ray, maybe? Okay, that's fine, Caleb Swagger. Whenever you feel like you want it, just hit me up. We got streams going 3 times a week, so just hit me up before stream. And then when you want to do your live roster review, you just sit in the waiting for RR voice channel, and then I'll move you to a private voice channel that I'm in that will allow us to talk back and forth on stream. Million GP, 0 GL, 0 GL ships. Oh my gosh. 7.2 million with none of that? Jeez. Yeah, hit that like button before I, go insane. But yeah, no, if you, like it, it's just, you just gotta click a thumbs up. Or you can alternatively, with your left hand, hold your hand to the screen and give a thumbs up to the screen while clicking on the thumbs up with your right hand if you want to be super invested. Okay, so we got Bucket Bunny. Can't pick up Harm, but currently close to JMK and Reva. No Grand Inquisitor. Okay. You're close to Reva with no Grand Inquisitor? Okay. But yeah, so throw in your current farm, your last farm, and your favorite team if you can. 6 to 8 million every round. I'm barely over 4 mil. You win 1 to 2 rounds because my characters are faster. Caleb Zweiger, that's how it's going to be basically the entire time you play this game. I've been facing 8 million GP accounts since I was in, Bronzium. Like, it's just never going to end. If you mod well, you're always going to be swinging up, and it's always going to be difficult. Although I feel like a lot of, skill-based matchmaking, with how it's working, I think it's going to equalize out here soon just because of the fact that everyone got light speed bundles, and so that pumps a lot of the people that are like really good at the game to being just, they have the tools to get past some of those accounts, and then it also pumps people that are not good at the game up to those points, but it's not going to really help them that much because they're not good at the game. And so honestly, I think it's going to be an equalizing factor that will actually make a lot of people have an easier time. You're too good, Caleb. Exactly. Okay. Lion's Den, I'm so incredibly lost. I think I understand what you're talking about, but at first I thought you were trying to finger spell something with the hand emojis, and so I was trying to read it like it was sign language. And so I'm just lost. Yeah, people around the same GB. The problem with that was it was just so rough on people because you'd be like you'd start playing the game and you're just kind of going for things that you enjoyed, and then after a while you'd be like, oh shiz, I need to get my crap together, I should start working on my roster, and at that point you're screwed because you just all of a sudden can't actually play the game because the way that Grand Arena used to work is that if you had 2 million GP, you'd be put in a specific area where it's all people that are around 2 million GP. And so there'll be people that are like, yeah, I have farmed nothing but GLs and the top meta characters, and so my GP is 2 million, but I have 2 GLs and a whole bunch of great teams. And then there's you, who's like, I got 2 million and I got some of my favorite characters. And so it would just screw people over so hard. I'm actually really glad they changed it. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I genuinely am happy with it. Not much, Justin Legolas. We just finished our Grand Arena. It was a messy full clear, but it was a full clear nonetheless. We're going to hope that he can't full clear my ships. He failed his Executor mirror match, and he just has a finalizer that he can take in to finish it off. So we'll see if he's actually able to full clear. So I've got one currently. If anyone else wants roster reviews, I got time for like 3 or 4. But I've got one currently in the chat for roster reviews for in our Discord. Up to you guys. But if not, we will do a roast of your account, Lion's Den. Take a look and see if you've made any progress. Okay. Let's take a look at Bucket Bunny. Is that kind of like a puck bunny? He has the best roster reviews in the game. Why, thank you, Caleb Zwiger. I appreciate it. Do you focus on your ships while doing light and dark? So, Bulgarian, if you do end up buying the Hyperdrive bundle, you actually don't have to do a single light side or dark side battle. It'll actually just 100% finish all of them for you. But ships are a big thing. Here, we'll show you with this person's inventory that we're going through. So if you're doing it the regular way and you're just trying to get level 1 to 85 by yourself, you're going to need an Executrix. And then the 3 easiest ships, so I think you need 5, maybe 4. 3 of the easiest ships are the Geonosian ships, and a Geo team is pretty common to get early on as well. And they're just a great starting fleet. But you're going to want to work on at least some degree of a fleet at any given moment. I think on my free-to-play, I went for the Geos and Imperial TIE Fighter. Just because Imperial TIE Fighter is used to get Executor. And so they'll give you kind of a start, and then you'll just need 1 other dark side ships. It's not as important to have a whole bunch of ships as it is to have dark side ships, because you need to get to a certain point in the game that requires dark side ships that will give you Zetas, which Zetas will kind of be your ultimate ability materials, and you're always going to need them, and so you want to unlock the ability to farm them as fast as possible. So that is kind of the fleets that you want to work on, is you need to get a dark side fleet together. A lot of the times the 3 Geo ships, TIE Fighter, and where's First Order? TIE Silencer are some of the easiest ones to get, so that's what a lot of people start with. But yeah, so not overly important to have ships early on, but it is important for that reason. So going for Bane. Lion's Den, come on, you don't want to join the Discord? Okay. Let's take a look. So, I can't pick a farm. You're close to JMK and Riva. Okay, you're obviously working on your ult. JMK kinda. Last farm and current is Maul. Let's take a look at your Mandalorians. So you have Maul, you have Django, you looks like you're working on ISC, Garsaxon, and Canderous, which is great to see. Rey, obviously you're working on Ultimate, you brought her up to Relic 9. Favorite team right now is definitely Maul, but Rey has been doing work too. Also just got Lightspeed bundle for Emeralds, so I haven't had a chance to test my Phoenix yet. I'm telling you right now, with your Phoenix, you're gonna fall in love. They're so entertaining to watch run in circles around teams. 3v3, they just don't have the oomph that they need, and the Hera Zeta does help a ton. But regardless, they'll run circles around teams, and it's really entertaining to watch. So let's take a look at your overall speed, see if your mods are suffering. 341, that's solid. That's a little bit faster of a Darth Revan than I'm used to seeing. Not necessarily a bad thing. I would like to see you swap out your mods for Cat and Darth Revan and make Cat your fastest if you're getting closer to JMK. Solid resistance hero Finn. Try to get him 20 speed higher if you can. You don't have to, but a 350 speed resistance hero Finn will make it so you can throw him on defense and no one can ever Imperial Trooper him, basically. And, you know, anti-Imperial Troopers is great. The team itself can also still resist Imperial Troopers. It's just, you know, it'll resist it completely instead of just being like, oh, they have, like, you know, a 20% chance of winning. Solidly fast Maul. Not awful. Not awful by any means. You have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you have Rey, and you have Sith Eternal. So you're... How is your Galactic Republic? Like, are you actually close? So you got your GMY 1 relic level away. Your Kenobi's 1 relic level away. Let's get rid of this speed so I can actually see your characters. You have your... Okay, yeah. So you have quite a bit worked in to your JMK farm. And I'm sure if you're saying you're close to JMK, you've got to have a Wat Tambor. And you have Cat. Where's your Inquisitorius? Okay, you have Cat. You're struggling to figure out where you want to go next. It looks like you have all of the shards. I don't remember all of the requirements. Let me check. So I know that's a requirement. That's a requirement. I think that's a requirement for Lord Vader. Wat Tambor is a requirement. Magna Guard's done. So yeah, you have all the shards done, it looks like, for JMK. Do I still play Apex? On and off. I'll play when I have friends to play with, but a lot of my friends have moved on from the game. Here, let's catch up on chat real quick. I'm too old for Discord. Never too old. So I said anymore. They're all can. This is my different name for every social platform. If you can switch it to like you just nickname yourself in a Discord as what you have at YouTube, just to make it easier on myself, I would appreciate it. You're Inquisitors. I'm slow farming Inquisitors. Dooku good in this game. He's okay. He's not great. He's really annoying early game, and he still is annoying no matter where you are in the game, but I wouldn't say he's amazing. And he has some teams he can plug and play, so I would say he's good. He's not great, and he's not bad. He is good, though. Masters last season had to take a break. Rank is kind of crap. Yeah, that's what I've heard lately, and so I'll hop on and play every once in a while with some friends. I honestly hadn't played first-person shooters until I played Apex for like probably 6 months, because I've just been playing so much Elden Ring and like things like that. But anyways, Count Dookie. Okay. So yeah, your GMY shards, or JMK shards are like done. And so 100% finish your JMK farm, and while you're working on it, get your Inquisitors. I can't obviously see your Reva shards, but like, yeah, work on your Inquisitors since that's what you have room for, and finish up that JMK, because if you have a cat, you 100% want to have a JMK in your account as fast as possible. Let's take a look at your ships, but like honestly, I think your account looks fairly good. I can check over a couple of your factions. Like your mods look pretty good. Yeah, you have a Sith Empire team. You're not sleeping on it. I saw Gear 12 CLS. I'm guessing the whole team isn't finished. Yep. Which is fine. You know, obviously they're a great team, but not necessary when you're not close to them. Your SLKR has all the Zetas and everything. Your resistance, I'm sure you have Zori, considering you have a fast... Yeah, so you have a Zori. I'd throw another Zeta on her, but obviously we're all Zeta starved. You still have another Zeta for Rey, and Rey you need 2 more Zetas on. So, like, you've got some Zetas behind, but I'm not gonna be upset at you because you have the Finn Zeta, and you have at least 1 Zeta on Zori. So, honestly, it looks like you're taking the time to finish your farms. I'm not seeing any holes so far. One last look-see at your mods, just to make sure there's not a mod fall off that I'm missing. Okay, that's a little bit of a fall off, but we did go pretty far down. So, like, Sabine Wren's supposed to be fast. Have you already modded her for speed? So, she's at 90s. Okay, so 91. And then let's take a look at your Piet. Piet's supposed to be around 330 to 350. Your Piet is fairly slow. Okay, so you do have some mod work cut out ahead of you. You have some solid mods up here, but it drops off pretty hard. So keep working on your mods. Pretty good, Jay. Good to see you. My Piet is really slow because my imps don't do that much. And then they might job a 2-shot. Yeah, still, you want to get Piet higher. Aren't too strong. Okay, well then we gotta take a look. If you have a Piet lying around, you need a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. So there's another one for you to finish, because even if you don't Relic the rest of the team, just Relicking Dark Trooper is going to be insane. Did you see the whole Bo-Katan pack issue where some people paid $19.99 and others $49? I saw the patch notes saying that they'd fixed it, but I didn't like look into it to see what it was happening or anything. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to be 20 or 50, but yeah. So yeah, I'd say Relic your Dark Trooper, finish your JMK farm, work on your mods a bit, because your mods overall do have a fall off. I love to see this. That's solid. If you have an Executor team, you should have, you need to finish your TDC and your Paltmobile. And considering that you have this ship, I would suggest, instead of like focusing on all the Inquisitors getting up at once, focus on getting her up to Relic level first, and then focus on the rest. Let's take a look. Your Galactic Republic should have, you do have a BTLB. I love to see it. Honestly, JMK into Lord Vader might not be bad for you, considering how I'm seeing your roster. Let's see. You had, it was Sith Eternal. Yeah, so those are kind of your main fleets right there, and you've put in some work in them. You do have an Executor. So yeah, I'm actually not really worried about your fleets. You're doing solid with your fleets. I'm liking where this account is. Like, this is beautiful to see. Consider relicking your other 2 Geonosians. But honestly, relicking your 2 Geonosians, Dark Trooper to Relic 5, and then finishing your JMK farm is literally the only thing that I have to say about your account. This is a great account. The mods could use some work, but this is a great account. Like, you're finishing all of your farms, and I really appreciate that. So... Dang, $20 for 100 shard or 50 shards of all her rec team. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten that. The tutorial is, yeah, Bulgarian, it's rough. That's why I'm saying Hyperdrive bundle if you can afford it. Especially because those Lightspeed bundles I was showing you are only around till like the end of Christmas, like until January. But yeah, hopefully that helps you. I mean, you got some solid stuff here. But yeah, so work on your mods, and then, you know, finish your JMK farm 100%. And then if you want to go somewhere else, Lord Vader actually looks pretty close for you. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but you're really close. So, also love to see this. Barisofi is so plug and play viable with different Galactic Legends. She works in so many different areas. So Meathead's just lying to people just to try to make people not be upset. Nice. Or he just doesn't know. I like Meathead though. He at least keeps us updated on things, and he's better than other community managers we've had. Okay, so this one is, do we have Dre in the chat? Dre of the doctor variety. Gosh, my throat's killing me. Ugh. Yeah, and also because you have a Galactic Republic team done, Do They Love Me? You already have the fleet done. throwing in the Bad Batch with the Marauder will take that fleet and make it so it can counter any meta fleet. Red, you're Dre? Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look. You said currently farming SLKR will be able to farm his tickets in 4 days, then on to JKL, relicking my Sith, then JML. Favorite team is Starkiller. Previously just finished Ray. So if your favorite team is Starkiller, let's take a look at your UFUs. Okay, so Mara Jade should be sped out of her mind. Okay, I like to see it. That is a solid speed. Almost 330. That is great. Let's take a look at your Starkiller. 257. Yeah, not bad. That's about where most people have their stuff. And then I would want to check your GL, because GL should be fast. Okay, you're over that 500 speed, so that is respectable speed for her. Not respectable speed for everyone, but respectable speed for her. That is kind of where you want it, is over that 500 speed mark. So your mods are looking good. Let's take a look at your overall modding. I do like to see Resistance Hero Finn up there. 300 speed. I'd like to see him a little faster, but I get it. Although that's a pretty big jump between those two, so your mods might be falling off already. Yeah, 290. Let's see. You have Karga, Rex. Rex should be faster. You want Rex to be as fast as you humanly can get him. So I'd like to see Rex up here somewhere along here. It looks like you have some solid mods overall, though. 98, so 255. That's not awful, but there is a pretty good fall off. But I do like the fact, so it looks like you have some solid mods overall, but you have a lot of average characters, and then you have only a couple like really fast characters, and I'd like to see that really fast characters become more, because I want these to be like, you know, very high speed as much as you can. I want to see Rex much higher, that kind of thing. Resistance Hero Poe doesn't need to be this fast. It's great that you got him this fast, but he doesn't actually need to be that fast. But yeah, so mods are looking good, though. I do appreciate what you've done with your mods. As for your requirements, so you said you're almost done. Yeah, so you are almost done with your first order, which means kind of the question that I have, because this looks like a solid account so far. You have gas, which means your Galactic Republic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of anything. It's not badly done. You're missing a 5th person. And you don't have a Qui-Gon Omicron, so you're using this without that. That's scary, though. Okay. You don't have ARC Trooper or Echo Relict. Here's what I would suggest before going on for your JKL. We'll check your Sith as well, because you mentioned you're relicking Sith. So you're looking at Darth Revan, Basilishan, Savage, Darth Treya. Okay. Okay. So, Red, Dre, whatever you want to call it. Patch up teams. Should I do Cantina battles this early? Yeah, I mean, why not? Bulgarian, they're really easy early on. Do whatever you can. Try to waste all your energy today. It might take you a couple hours, but try to waste all your energy as fast as you can. You don't want to leave energy for the next day. So, you have some holes, obviously. Like right here, you have a 7-star Dark Trooper, but it's not Relic 5 yet. So here's my suggestion to you. After you finish SLKR, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to panic farm, meaning throw everything you can as you're working on the ticket grind at... throw it at Savage here. You already have the Omicron. Get him to Relic 5 before 5v5. So that'll help increase your 5v5 viability. So just get Savage specifically done by the time 5v5 comes around, you have, a week and a half to go still, so you have time. Throw some gear on your Savage, get him to gear 13, Relic 5. And then while you're working on your first order, trying to get your SLKR, just full on work on that. And then I want you to plug some of these holes. Take some time before your JKL, plug the holes, finish your 5.0 first, get another relic character for your Padme. Let's take a look at your fleets. You're working on the echelon. I like to see it. You need to get it up as fast as you can. 5 stars when it starts becoming viable for the Executor trick. You have an Executor, but you do not have a Chimera fleet. So that would be another thing that I would like to see is maybe a Palpmobile, as well as maybe leveled up Iden Versio. That'll help you a ton. A good time for you to stream for me again. Welcome, Soda Cream. Unfortunately, we're ending soon, but it's good to see you. But yeah, so looks like your fleets need a little work. So I think that just plugging holes is kind of what you want to do. So after SLKR, get SLKR completely done. Get him to Relic 7. Get his ultimate, all that kind of jazz. But then I want you to take, like, if you are willing, take a month or two and plug some of these holes, and that'll help you more than anything else. Like, right here, you're missing a BTLB. Get yourself a BTLB. It's going to be super helpful for you. Finish your Enchilada. It'll be super helpful for you. Get a couple more ships for your Empire fleet. Going to be super helpful. Use Executor on defense. So that way, once you have a couple offensive off-meta teams, your Executor will just soak stuff up. But yeah, overall, I like how you're modding. You're doing some good stuff. There's a little bit of a fall off, but you're doing good stuff with your modding. And I like where you're headed currently. I would just say push JKL and JML just a little out so you can, finish relicking a couple of your teams. I got time for one more, and we got one more in the Discord. Let's see who this is. Who is this? I've got Lefty Roper is the name. Yeah, no problem, Red. I hope to see you back so I can check on your progress and see how you're doing. I want to see that SLKR as soon as possible. Like, you're going to love SLKR. Honestly, one of my favorite Galactic Legends. And the fact that you have Rey to be your defensive Galactic Legend means that you get to throw him on offense and just absolutely wreck people. Stagger, did I miss you? Oh, I did miss you, Stagger. My bad. We'll do Stagger last then. Lefty Roper, sorry, we're not going to have time for you because I only got time for one more. Sorry, Lefty Roper, but if you come next time, we'll be sure to get you. But I have to be somewhere in 3 minutes, and so one more is, still too much, technically. Okay. Stagger, can I give you a kiss? The fact that I'm seeing a Hyena Bomber and a Vulture Droid is just beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye, honestly. Like, that is just gorgeous to see. I do not see enough Vulture Droids and Hyena Bombers. It hurts my soul. No kisses. Okay, then I will, just sit here and be jealous of your Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid. Your Rey, obviously you're working on the Ultimate. Let's see what you had to say. Just finishing on Rey, working on Ultimate, like I said, because, I don't read. Looking at JML next, okay. Working on mods, which are rough. Yep, mods is always rough. Halfway to Riva. Okay. Are you like... You have your Grand Inquisitor, so it sounds like your entire guild is working on this, which is great to see. So yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Riva is really not like a farm that after you get Grand Inquisitor, there isn't anything to do besides just wait till you have her. So let's take a look at your mods. Brusa, actually, this is our last roster review for tonight, but make sure you catch us. We're going to do a roster review stream on Tuesday next week, so after Christmas, and we'll also have some giveaways for some Lightspeed bundles. And so catch us then, and we'll do some more roster reviews, but we're closing up for the night. 286. Yeah, so you've got some work to do on your mods overall. Very much so. If you haven't already, Stagger, go watch my video on having a mod plan. Some solid stuff in there for, getting the best mods that you can over time. It'll give you a good filter to use to filter out your mods quicker. But yeah, like I would like to see a much faster SLKR. Typically, you mod him for speed, not offense, because you want him to just siphon as much as he can, because that's how he's going to gain the most. It was common last Datacron season during the offense thing to mod him for offense. So if you looked at Swago.gg, that might have been why, if you were looking at that. But he's supposed to be modded with speed mods, not offense mods, typically. Her, on the other hand, you definitely want offense mods. Over 500 speed, I like to see it. That's kind of where you want Ray, is at least over 500 speed. But yeah, so I'd say definitely mods are something that's rough for you. So you should definitely keep working on your mods. Give my video a watch if you want a little bit of guidance. It's nothing crazy, just some guidelines to help you. Speaking of which, I wanted to see what your Rex is like. Yeah, so Rex should be much faster. If you can get better mods on Rex, please do. I would also like to see these finished with Arc Trooper. So after you finish Ray, I'd finish your Arc Trooper really quick. Let's check your Rebels. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and do I talk in DMs? Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw stuff in the Discord, in our Discord, 100% I'll respond. If you need help, you can DM me, especially since you're new. I prefer people just, message in the Discord for help, but 100% you can help. If you need help with getting your account started, you can DM me on Discord. That's 1,007 or 107,000. Just want to make sure that you have these correct. Yep, he's higher. Okay. Sweet. So your CLS is set. I can see why you'd want to go for JML considering where your account is currently. You're kind of like already there. Let's take a look at some of these. So Sith Empire. I want to see a fully relic Sith Empire. So others can help on the Discord as well if you have questions. Yeah, so there's people in the Discord that if you throw it in just the general Discord, not just me will help, but I'll also be there, but there'll be plenty of people. We have like a solid, 80 people in the Discord that'll be willing to help out, hopefully, if I'm making a good community. So I know the next GL is always kind of a big thing, chasing the next GL. But I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the last guy. You look like you have some holes in your roster. Like, I'd like to see a higher Relic Revan. I'd like to see a fully Relic Darth Revan team. It's obviously a requirement for JML and will help you. But I'd like to see a Relic 7 Jedi Knight Luke. I'd like to see Arc Trooper Relic. And I'd like to see your entire gas team at least, Relic 3, if not Relic 5. And so I would, after you finish what you're currently working on, I would take a break for a bit and kind of work on those. You have your Echelon. I love to see it. You're working on this, it looks like, which is good. You have a gas, so I want to see this BTLB up and running. That will make your negotiator twice as viable. Help you a lot. But yeah, if you're close to Riva, you should probably start working on this fleet a bit, just so that way you can get ready to getting the Scythe eventually. So you have the bounty hunters basically done. Okay, so here would be my suggestion to you. Instead of going for JML, I would go for Executor. And that should help you kind of work on your Empire fleet as well. Go for Executor, and that'll get you a GL ship, and that'll also give you time to kind of relic some of these teams that you're working on as you're working on shards for that. So that would be my suggestion. So work on your mods, and then go for Executor and kind of work your way towards that while working on some of these teams, and then go straight in for JML. I think JML is really close as well. But like with where you are with ships, I think a GL ship is going to help you a ton. But yeah, I do love to see the Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid, and I would like to see these Geos relicked at some point, because it will help you. But yeah, I'd say patching some holes is kind of the big thing. Now, if you're really stuck on JML and you like love his character, obviously it's fine to have a little PP. Passion projects are fine. Everyone has a little PP. But like, you know, I'm seeing some holes in here that I would like to see patched that will kind of just increase how good your stuff is happening, like how good, you know, your teams are going to work. Apologies to Matt for missing his PP. But yeah, so hopefully that helps you out, dude. But yeah, I would definitely consider taking a step back and just getting a thing, because you have, how do I put it? You have way too many teams to be in Bronzium. And so I think you could hang out if you get an Executor and work on your holes a bit. I think you could get to Erodium pretty quickly. I don't think another GL is going to help that nearly as much as just filling in some holes. But if it's a passion project, go for it. So hopefully that helps, buddy. Anyways, I gotta start getting going. But yeah, if you guys want to help support this channel, memberships are now live. You get you can see right where next to Irishman, you get a badge for however long you've been a member. So if you've been a member less than a month, you get a wooden dam. If you're over a month, then you get a metal dam, then bronze dam, and so on and so forth. We'll be adding more and more tiers as time goes on. Thanks, Caleb Zweiger. Merry Christmas, Lefty Roper. You also get access to some emojis. Depending on the level, you'll get access to, you know, member-only polls to come up with a video each week, so you guys can kind of decide one of the videos I make each week on what topic. As well as member-only live streams on the off-season of Grand Arena. And if you go to the $10 tier, you'll get, like, you know, a live roster review where we talk on stream about your roster and kind of get very specific with it. And then higher tiers give things like, you know, Grand Arena help and stuff like that. So be sure to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. And, you know, hopefully I'll be able to catch more of you with the roster reviews on the next stream. We'll be streaming on Tuesday. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Yeah, happy holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas.